This is about respect. You know, the respect you have for yourself and for what you know you deserve. So what you gonna do? Keep living off potential and hope, or put your fucking happiness first?
Hey everybody, welcome back to my page. If you don't know who I am, my name is Charlene Nicole, so welcome. The topic of today that we will be discussing and reacting to is how men view women who take them back after ghosting. Unfortunately, a lot of us are guilty of spinning that block at least one good time before and instantly regretted it. Now, for any of you unfamiliar with the term ghosting, ghosting is when a person cuts off all communication without any explanation. It's trash behavior. It has definitely become a common experience more than often in the modern dating world. Now, before we get into the video, don't forget to like this video and make sure you don't forget to press the subscribe button that I conveniently put in the corner of this video, as we are on our way to our first 200 subscribers and we can't do it without you. Now let's get into this video.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if I even feel like I can spin the block, that means you did not do your job. You know, you got all these people bragging like, oh, they always come back, they always come back. That means they always don't respect you. Now, I'm not saying I don't respect anybody I spin the block on, because I know some of them are going to see this. And baby, obviously I respect you and I love you. You're always the exception to everything I say. I miss you so much. I'm going to text you soon, I promise. Anyways, if they're not watching this, of course I don't respect them. I feel like I'm always going to be welcomed back with open arms. And I love that. But at the same time, it's like stand up. And I'm not saying you shouldn't let me back in, because you should, because I'm a lovely man. But even the act of me attempting to come back on my BS kind of says a lot about you. Like, you're a safe haven. I know where home is, and I know how much you hate that. It's almost as if I'm using you as a pit stop in between my significant romantic ventures. So people are always like, ooh, he can't shake me. He can't get over me. He can't move on. No, I just know you're the one who's going to put up with my nonsense at the moment.
You letting a man play with you wearing earrings like that? You a certain type of special, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. I was listening to what he was saying, because what he's saying is real, because men really be playing games like that with us. Well, not us, but with y'all. Some of y'all. But everything he said was very real. Guys really be playing these games and not giving two F's about who they hurting. The play has changed, but the game is definitely still the same.
Why do men ghost you and come back? For the ego boost. They know that they can disappear on you for a week, a month, however long that it's been. They can hit you with the how you doing text, and they know you're into them. You're really feeling them. They know how much you like them by how quickly you respond, especially when you don't bring it up. You try to act like you know good and well you've been waiting on that phone call for however long, and you just jump right back into it. When you let them come right back,
yep.
When you don't make them explain, best thing that you could do when he comes back to you for that ego stroke is to deny him that.
Yep.
Leave him on red, or say, I'm not interested anymore. Like, give it a one-line sentence. Let him know, I don't know who you think that I am, but I'm not the kind of girl that you can just pop in and out of my life. Let him know.
Yes.
They only come back because they don't want to do the work and meeting somebody else. They think they can just pick up where they left off. No, you got to start from scratch.
The reason he's here and not somewhere else is because the other girl that he disrespected and tried to go back to had some boundaries and some self-respect, and she said no.
Yep.
It hurts to hear. I know it does.
It's a reality check, though.
It doesn't have anything to do with who you are as a person, how beautiful you are, how hilarious you are, how smart you are. Nothing. Has nothing to do with any of that.
The running narrative of this video is standing up for yourself, having healthy boundaries, having respect for yourself, to know that this person is blatantly, carelessly disrespecting you and having no regard to your feelings. At the end of the day, stop letting him come back. Some of y'all have these situations where y'all are off and on, off and on, off and on. Stop doing that. Stop allowing them to keep coming back and coming back. Either one, you guys are not compatible enough to stay together, or maybe you guys are not mature enough to resolve whatever the reoccurring issue is. But at the end of the day, regardless, this person continues to leave, and the reason they keep coming back is because you keep allowing it and you have no boundaries. They're using and abusing their time and relationship with you. So I created this video because I hope that I am reaching somebody who is watching this video who is currently struggling and up in the air with their feelings. If you take anything from this video, please take that you are worthy of respect, and you are worthy of somebody's time, and you are worthy of somebody investing in you and loving you. Remember that.
But you allow, oh, that shit will always continue. The more access someone has to your energy, to use you for your attention, to have sex, to give you hope, the more they can spin the block any fucking time they please. See, there's only so many times before it becomes an expectation that you'll answer that text, you'll pick up that call, you'll link up for that talk because you've already shown them that you still have the same energy towards them. But when you go no contact, this ain't a fucking bargaining tactic. This is how you take your power back. The way you recognize that the actions and behaviors that you've displayed in the past, the times there were breakups to makeups, the times each of you promised that you change and shit went back to the same nonsense days or weeks later, are no longer. The question becomes, when have you had enough? Because that's not about willpower. This is about respect. You know, the respect you have for yourself and for what you know you deserve. So what you gonna do? Keep living off potential and hope, or put your fucking happiness first?
Not do your job. You know, you gotta.
Let's talk about it, ladies. Now listen to what that man just said, because that man just spit his fucking ass off. He was just 100% honest on everything I be telling y'all. If you let a man go and he spins the block on you and you let him back in, you've done nothing. When y'all think communication, no contact will work, it does nothing. Because as soon as they spin the block and y'all let them back in, they're going to get what they want from you, then leave you again. When y'all be like, oh, well, he always come back, he know where home is. No, you're his favorite goofy. Once again, you are a goofy goober. Like, you are the ultimate.
Not goofy goober. Goofy goober is sending me right now.
Because he knows he can dish you, come back to you, dish you again, come back to you when he wants to. Hey, play games with y'all. You are a yo-yo. He's going to throw you away, and then when he wants you again, he's going to bring you back. And they're showing the interactions of how they treat you. And he basically just described everything in this video.
Here are reasons why a man or your ex would try to spin a block on you and come back into your life.
Hold on, y'all. Let me make me a little smaller because I want to make sure that y'all can see him clear. I don't know why he trying to sound all sexy. Like, I don't understand. It sounds a bit forced to me, but yeah.
And no, none of these reasons got anything to do with the fact that he loves you. So listen up. Number one, he think that there's still some interest that you have, and he think he can rekindle that old flame. He think that there's still feelings for you, so he gonna try to kind of come and creep in and try to see what's up. Number two, he bored and he on a dry spell. He think that maybe, you know, he can come back into your life and you be willing to be a sneaky link. Number three, straight up, he'll lose all them other options that he had, or when he decided that he didn't want to be with you, he wanted to try to find something else somewhere else. It didn't work out. He think he can come back to you.
Ghosted you, and then he comes back, and then he ghosts you again. Let me explain why he does that and how you can save yourself from it. You see this all the time. He says, I'm not ready for a relationship. I gotta focus on myself. And then a month later, he's with someone else. But then that doesn't work out, and he comes back to you. So let me explain to you exactly why he does that and how you can save yourself from a lot of heartbreak. So he leaves because he's not happy with you. But here's the problem. Individuals like these, they're not happy with themselves. So they hop from one relationship to the other, trying to fill some sort of void. Real danger here is they keep giving their partner unhealed versions of themselves, which really only results in toxic relationships. So that leaves you jaded, heartbroken, confused, and thinking, I hate dating. My advice is don't rush into anything. You need to give yourself time to figure out who this person is, but you also have to give this person enough time to prove to you that they're not just gonna keep hopping from one thing to the other. If you're already stuck in a situation like this, leave, but be careful because they always come back. And when they do, hang up the phone.
You have to nip it in the bud the moment that they try to play on your top. We're not playing this game. Make that a point. I am not that girl. I have to prove to me that you really want to be here.
So if he comes back to check in but doesn't do anything, this is what it means. First off, it's confusing. I get it. It is super confusing and it's frustrating. Maybe he hurt you. Maybe he disrespected you, yet he has the audacity, dare I say the gumption, to check in and see how you're doing. And maybe he gets your hopes up, but yet he goes running. What does it mean? What you need to understand right now is that he sees a sense of ownership in you. There's this level of protection that if you are unhealed and unregulated, that could turn very toxic, where even after the breakup, even after a relationship's over, there's this sense of you're still mine, but I just don't want you right now. So see this not necessarily as, oh, well, he loves me or he's interested or he cares. Sure, he cares, but what's the value and quality of that care? It's about the quality and characteristics of the man, not the feelings that he says about you.
Yes.
And you need to see the fact that you're not seen as a woman. You're seen as an experience, like a toy that's just in the toy box for right now. He's not ready to play with you yet. So he's going to check in and see if you're still there. And if you're not, he may do some crazy outlandish things to get you back into that toy box. Again, you're just on the shelf. And last time I checked, you ain't no doll. You're a whole ass voluptuous human being that needs to be loved and appreciated.
Yes,
so we must set
I like
a boundary, and that boundary is towards you, not him. Stop enabling his behavior, because you're just going to lose respect for you every time you reply, every time you reach out, because you're saying, yes, I'm still here. Yes, I'm still here. That ends today.
Every single time you continue to take a man back over and over and over, it's devaluing you each time for him. Why is this girl always available whenever I need her? Does anybody else not want her? Like, men really do subconsciously think like that. If you're always available whenever he's done messing with somebody and he comes back to you and nobody has taken you off the market, nobody's interested in entertaining you, why is that? Now he's questioning subconsciously, how really valuable are you other than being a convenience? I know that stabs somebody. I'm sorry.
When somebody comes back out of nowhere, it's because their other options dried up, they got lonely, they got horny, and they missed you a little bit, and they had a weak moment, so they came back. Don't fall for it.
Listen to him. Don't fall for it. Every single time, it's a trap. You get that text message, what you doing? It's a trap.
Want to know what to do when that man who ghosted you comes back? First, let me paint you a picture. You boosted this man's ego so much that he took your kindness for weakness, and he started thinking he could do better than you. In the time since ghosting you, he got more active on the apps, he approached women at bars, he might have even approached some women from his past. Maybe he got some dates, maybe he didn't. Maybe he slept with other people. Maybe he didn't, but believe me, he tried to. Either way, he's coming back to you, so clearly he realized at some point that he's not as amazing, hot, or in demand as he thought he was. And now he's bored, he's lonely, the well has been dry, and he's looking for some supply.
Basically what that means, he's looking for something to slide up in.
He's in desperate need of attention and another ego boost, and he just assumes that you'll be excited to provide that for him. When he comes back, don't take it as a compliment, and don't think this is some romantic love story. If anything, be offended from his low value behavior and from his low value treatment of you. And if you do decide to take him back, just know that the most likely scenario is that he loses even more respect for you, and after he gets what he wants from you, he ghosts you again, and the cycle repeats. How will you reply to this man? And just know that whatever you choose will be a direct reflection both to him and to yourself of how much you love and value yourself.
One thing that I will say, ladies, it is very crucial to prioritize your well-being and making decisions that align with your values and your self-respect. Communicate your expectation from the jump of what you won't tolerate. In the beginning, assess the situation, set clear boundaries. You deserve respect and consistency. If you found this video helpful, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit thumbs up. Share some of your experiences down below, because I know I've been through it before once upon a time. Yeah, I could do that in a story time. And if you guys have not subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button that is in the corner of this video. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.
I like to call it a passion. I can be sitting relaxing. Peachy, we getting some traction. I'm at the videos packing.